We'll do 3 disaster streams in a row. No problem with that. For some reason, I have no signal here in Washington, D.C. I was up at the historic F Street shopping district and could not keep the stream going. I think what actually uploaded, I think I walked for about 10 or 12 minutes, and what uploaded was 3 minutes of video. So I'm back down here at the U.S. Capitol now. By the way, having walked 7 miles today so far, with plenty more to go, on this absolutely gorgeous day in Washington, D.C. So we'll see if anyone can join us. And if not, that's okay. I'm on a mission now. I'm just on a mission to keep a stream going more than a few minutes. I mean, I'm in the nation's capital here. There should not be a problem with the signal. But it is. And by gosh, I pay for my phone service. I should get a decent streaming signal here. We'll see. We'll know. If Daryl joins us, then we'll know. Or Ben. We'll see what happens here. And then I'll wrap it up and call it a day. And I only feel compelled to do this because for so many days recently streaming, the weather has been so lousy. And today is just absolutely beautiful here. Okay. So I am here, obviously, at the U.S. Capitol. I'm at the Pennsylvania Avenue side. That is Pennsylvania Avenue headed toward the White House. I spent an absolutely delightful morning with Tomby and Tam, taking them on a very fast tour of Washington, D.C., but hitting all the major attractions. We walked around the Capitol, down the mall, pointing out the Smithsonian buildings, to the Washington Monument, north on 14th Street, through the World War I Memorial, to the White House, and then to a beautiful lunch. So huge thanks to Tomby and Tam for spending the day with me. I had a fantastic time. I hope you had a good time too. But it is absolutely gorgeous. It's 2:39-ish here in Washington, D.C. And everyone's out today. The weather is fantastic. The internet service is terrible though. This is my 3rd attempt at streaming. So if I lose all of you, I do apologize. I just wanted to share this beautiful day. So here on the west side of the Capitol is the Capitol Reflecting Pool. Hello, Obispo. Very nice to see you. And at the top there, that statue is Ulysses S. Grant. And he's standing in front of the United States Capitol, but he's facing west. He's facing the rest of the entire United States. And I think what this monument says is, following the Civil War, I think what this monument is, it says, never again. I'm here. This statue symbolizes defending our union and making sure that it survives. And I think it's done its job. We've had our ups and downs, but we are a wonderful country and a beautiful capital here. And then just in front of the Capitol, we're going to take a look at this monument. I don't think we've walked to this monument before. This is the Peace Monument, and we'll take a really good look at this one. Hi from North Carolina. Oh, it's wonderful to have you, Obispo. So I do, when I'm not working and when I have time and when it's a beautiful day, I do little live streams of walking tours. Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Philadelphia, wherever I am. And I'm glad you could join us. I'm an historian. Kind of my dream retirement job is to be a full-time historian. and to write up all the research I've done. But as I do my research, I record my logs by recording little videos. And this is how I do it. And if folks want to join me, I think that's really cool. If not, that's fine too. But I think this is my favorite of all the memorials. This is the Peace Memorial, and it was constructed after the United States Civil War. And it commemorates those lost in the war, in the Navy, in the United States Navy. And it has such symbolism. We'll take a really close look at this one. Whew, almost got hit by a bicycle. Okay. So at the top of the monument, oh, hope you come to North Carolina soon. I have research to do in North Carolina. I do. I can't remember. There are some Civil War units that I do need to research from North Carolina. So I will do that, Obispo. Thank you. So at the top of this beautiful memorial are two figures, and they are allegories. The one holding a book is the allegory of history, and the one crying on the shoulder of history is the allegory of grief. So the idea here is that history comforts grief. Speaking to the fact that, wars are prevalent throughout history, and that over time our grief will be resolved. In the front middle of the monument is Peace, holding a laurel wreath with two figures of war. And I'm not sure what the other one is, so we're going to go around the other side and read. I can't remember what the other one is. We'll get a closer look. And we'll also get a look at the other side, because there are figures on the other side of this memorial as well. I'm very happy that during all the events that happen around Washington, D.C., recently the National Memorial Day concert, and a lot of activities where people bring their lawn chairs and sometimes want to climb up on memorials, this one is usually fenced off and protected because the sculptures here are so delicate. So I'm always glad to see that. And maybe this is the figure of peace. Maybe the figure on the front was victory. So we're going to look at the placard for this monument so that I can make sure I'm giving you the correct information. Everywhere around Washington, D.C., you'll see super helpful directional signs and placards. You don't have to worry about getting lost anywhere. Plus, D.C. is built on a grid. Easy to find your way around. The metro is really easy to use as well. So let's see. The Peace Monument. Okay, so yes, on the front, it is victory. Below, grief, crying on the shoulder of history. The infant Mars and Neptune at their feet. So Mars for war and Neptune for the Navy. And on the other side, peace. Beautiful. And we're just going to walk up here to one more little site. I realize the internet is still probably pretty bad here. But we're going to walk up to a little known site here next to the Capitol. It's a spring where the horses used to be tied up so that they could be refreshed back in the day when senators and congressmen rode horses to Congress. So if you're in Washington, D.C., hop off the tour buses. Get out and walk around. There's so much to see on foot. Beautiful architecture, fabulous art, and history everywhere you go. Washington is a flat city. It's great for walking, except right here. The Capitol is built on a hill. That's why it's called Capitol Hill. So it's very easy walking, except right around this area. Oh, thank you, Obispo. I appreciate that. I do fixate on my accent sometimes. I appreciate that. And this is a beautiful shot right here on a beautiful day. The weather could not be better today. Nice breeze. Gets the flags going. And here's this little hidden spot down here. So in the oldie days, when senators and congressmen would ride their horses to Congress, they would be able to be refreshed over here at this spring, which has been renovated not too long ago. It's probably quite full of water now because we've had so much rain in this area. That's another reason this is such a beautiful day, because we've had so much rain recently. I'll slow down. I'm sorry, I do know that I walk too fast. But this was just a beautiful, cool spot for the horses to get their refreshment. And you can see the natural spring. Actually, it's a river that runs under this part of Washington, D.C. Washington is a swamp. It just is. It was filled up over the years. But this river, it is the Tiber River, I believe, that runs under Washington, D.C. And here it's exposed. And since it's been raining quite a bit, there's quite a bit of water in the spring. Hi, David. It's great to see you. We're just checking out a little known place in Washington, D.C., where the horses used to get their refreshment many years ago. I've had so much trouble with this stream today. This is actually the third attempt with really poor internet service. So I apologize to everyone if it's been choppy today. I do apologize. But I think I am going to end here and save you all the torture of trying to watch a choppy stream. I'm going to get a little bit more of a view of that natural spring here. And wish everyone a fantastic rest of your day and a great week. Thanks so much for joining. If you'd hit that like button, that would be awesome. If you enjoy historic tours and architecture, sometimes just in random places, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'm not a real YouTuber. I log my research through these little videos. So I make videos to make sure that I'm capturing all of my travels and the research that I do. And I'm glad to have you along with me. Take care.